Hello. Are you wondering what you need to do in order to become a corporate commercial lawyer? What are some of the biggest questions you have? As a new week, a young lawyer, a transitioning lawyer coming from a non-legal background back to practice law, or a litigator looking to pivot? I'll answer some of the commonest questions you will have. The first one will be around the legal due diligence reviews, short form DD. What is a due diligence review? It's an investigation process whereby lawyers review several documents in order to identify the liabilities and assets of a target company and the legal risks associated with that company. This helps the investors determine how to structure the transaction and the best pricing for the transaction. Some of the topics you would cover would include real estate, the corporate structure, if it's an equity transaction. You would also include what I call credit and security or financing arrangements, where you're looking to see if a company has taken any loans, has created security over its assets, because this will impact on the transaction value. Another common question I get is, how do I review agreements? What should I be looking out for? I would say that the first thing to ask yourself is, what is your client's objective? What is your client looking to achieve? Do they want to buy shares? Do they want to sell shares? Do they want to buy a property? Do they want to make an investment comprising of both loan and equity? Understanding the transaction is a first step. The next step is then trying to translate your client's objectives into words. I'm sure you're wondering, what is she talking about? Who is she? Well, it's my pleasure to introduce you to Ekemezie Academy. Ekemezie Academy is a tech-enabled platform that is designed to bridge the knowledge gap between law school and the practice of corporate commercial law. My name is Mary Ekemezie, the founder of Ekemezie Academy. I'm also currently the lead facilitator. Ekemezie Academy is a tech-enabled platform designed to bridge the knowledge gap between law school and the practice of corporate commercial law. We do this at Ekemezie Academy through our well-curated courses that identify the gaps. Oh, before I go further, a bit of my background. Who's Mary? I'm a lawyer with over 15 years legal experience. Prior to setting up Ekemezie Academy, I used to work at the law firm of Udo Mambela Sage, where I left after 13 years as a managing associate to do this. Because one of the things I recognized from my work, was particularly when we're dealing with smaller law firms, was there was a knowledge gap in terms of the skill sets that brought to the deals we worked in. And also, I realized from doing due diligence reviews on smaller companies that there was really a knowledge gap in the lawyers who had been handling the affairs. And I figured, after having spent all those years working on multi-million-dollar transactions, it was time to give back and to do something I want. And yes, I wanted a slower pace too. So yes, that's the story behind Ekemezie Academy and what I do. I really like employment law. So of course, if you Google me, you'll find that I have spoken at many employment-related events. Startups and SMEs are the heart of what we do. Or should I mention, I also run a law firm. My law firm is ME Consult. And startups and SMEs are the heart of what we do. Because I know that many of the lawyers to whom this video is addressed work with startups and SMEs, I also recognize that you may not necessarily have had the benefit of big law like I did, or had the benefit of working in a company or a law firm that has experience in corporate commercial law. And that's why we're doing this. Some of the courses we have at Ekemezie Academy include the self-paced video series. And we started with the two commonest areas that I described at the beginning, the due diligence review and review of agreements. In the due diligence review videos, which are self-paced actually, so you can watch at your own convenience, what I did was walk you through how to review the documents you would find if you would be required to advise on a diligence process. Then the review of agreements, what I did was take the 10 commonest agreements you would see. That's in what I call the investment agreements, which are the shareholders agreement, share subscription agreement, share purchase agreement, loan agreement, right? And I explained to you how to review and how to draft. I look at the key things that you must capture in order to ensure that your client is protected. Then I did NDA. We all know the NDA, right? And I did some one real estate document, contract of sale, and there was also a video on how to advise on an asset sale agreement. Employment law is one of the things I do very well, so of course I had an agreement on employment law review, on how to review contract of employment. And in addition, I ended, I believe, with the assignment of a trademark agreement. So you have a deed of assignment. I had a video explaining how to draft it, what to look out for. So I've got questions from people saying, why should I trust you? Well, I hope I answered that question now. And I've had questions relating to, well, what does it cost? Well, the self-paced videos, the Emmy Academy Due Diligence and Review of Agreement series, were designed, as I said, for lawyers who do not necessarily have the benefit of big law. So we made it quite affordable. So each video costs, the due diligence series is a 14-part video, and each video costs $3,000. But if you buy the entire series for 1 year is $55,000. But if you want the 6 months access, it costs $30,000. The review of agreements is 10 videos. For 1 year, it is $50,000. But if you want a 6 months access, it is $27,000. So see, none of them cost the earth. We also have the Introduction to Corporate Commercial Law Masterclass, which is a 3-day, 12-hour masterclass where we go over the following topics: research skills, legal drafting, writing an opinion, writing a formal legal opinion. You need to actually attend the class or watch a recording of the video of the classes to understand what that is. We look at drafting agreements with an emphasis on equity agreements. We look at the rules of reps and warranties and indemnities as measures for protecting your clients from liability, mitigating their exposure in a deal. We did something on business intelligence and commercial awareness. You need that if you're going to be a corporate commercial lawyer. In any event, you can click on the link below and we have access to the document that talks to you about all of our courses. Flash news: from next quarter, like next year, we are transitioning away from our in-person facilitator-led courses. We're making all of our courses self-paced, so you can learn at your convenience. We're also always open to designing new courses to meet your needs, and we have surveys to this effect. So before I end, I would like to share with you some testimonials from previous participants who have benefited from Emmy Academy's work. If you see the screen, you'll see their names and what they have to say. They all found it particularly useful, either as we were setting up or just understanding how best to review agreements. You also want to take advantage of that. And should you want some personalized coaching, I'm the show plug, right? Feel free to reach out. You can send an email to us at mary@emmy-academy.org. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us. I hope that you're willing to make the commitment, the next expert lawyer in the corporate commercial law practice. My name is Mary Ekemezie. Once again, I'm the founder and lead facilitator at Emmy Academy. Thank you.